Good morning, everyone. My name is Muhammad Rizqullah, and I will show to you and study to teach to you the common, proper, abstract, and concrete nouns. But first, we will study about common and proper nouns. So, what is common nouns? Common nouns are words of type of things, people, and places. They are not capitalized and are typically used in combination with articles and other determiners. Meanwhile, proper noun is a noun that serves as a name of a specific place, person, or a thing. To distinguish them from common nouns, proper nouns are always capitalized in English. Proper nouns include personal names, place names, names of companies, an organization, and even the titles of books, films, songs, and other media. The example of common nouns is like dog, city, cat, hive, surface, party, river, wine, something's general. Meanwhile, proper noun is something that have specific name for it, like Winston, like Winston Churchill, Winston Smith, or like a name of city like Moscow, Saint Petersburg, Leningrad, or maybe a popular franchise like Star Wars, or other things like Godzilla. Unlike common nouns, proper nouns usually stand on their own, not preceded by any articles or determiners. For example, to refer to someone called Sunita, you usually would not say the Sunita, a Sunita, or that Sunita, but just Sunita. There are exceptions for this rule, though. The name of some countries and other kinds of organizations are preceded by the definition article, the. These are names partly made up of nouns that are usually common, such as republic or association. The article itself is not capitalized. Many common noun designated roles become proper nouns when they are used as part of name of specific person with that role. For example, words for family roles are capitalized only when they are used in the same way as a names. And also its work at the acts of titles are only capitalized when they are used as part of the name of specific person holding the title, like the cardinal or even the cardinal direction, like north, east, south, and west, as treated as common nouns. But they are capitalized when they are used as part of name of a specific place or region, or when they are used in a political or cultural sense. The next part we will study is concrete and abstract nouns. Concrete nouns are physical things that can be sensed, seen, touched, and heard, like my finger, my nail, my fan, my wall, my door, my shirt, my glasses. The example of the concrete nouns is like something that you can touch, even something that really small, or something that comes from common and proper nouns, like a name of the person, an animal, an microorganism. Meanwhile, abstract nouns are non-physical ideas that cannot be perceived to sense, like emotion, character, philosophical concept, state of being, and time. The example of abstract nouns is like strength, socialism, communism, fascism, ultranationalism, Wednesday, anger, happy, sad, depression. Common suffixes that are used by abstract nouns are usually like ac or say, ans, ens, ism, ed, man, ness, ship, science or science. Concrete noun and abstract noun follow the same grammar rules that all general nouns. Both can turn into possessive nouns with the same construction. For example, you can talk about beauty's price just as you can talk about the book price. Likewise, both can form compound nouns, such as concrete noun trash can and abstract noun entertainment business. That's all of my video. Thank you for watching.
Hi guys, my name is Helda Randelahu. I'm from class B. So today I will explain about plural and possessive nouns and then common and proper nouns. We will start at common as proper nouns. So what the common nouns? Common nouns aren't capitalized and used in combination with articles and other determinants. And then the proper nouns is capitalized and often use personal names or titles. What the example of common nouns? Dog, city, film, town, and party. And then the proper nouns is Moscow, Star Wars, Saturn, Monday, and Japan. Next, we'll talk about plural versus possessive nouns. What do they mean about plural nouns? Nouns become plurals when they represent two or more things. This can be identified with as, es, although there are exceptions. And the possessive nouns, they show ownership, usually with as at the end. The example about plural nouns is some dogs, a few daisies, a school of fish. And possessive nouns is Helda's nails, his gray sweater, and their mutuals. So, this is my explanation. Hopefully, it can be understood and useful for you guys. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Rey Al Hendaweyah Samantha and I will continue my group discussion about noun. So in my part, I will discuss about noun errors that containing 3 points. The first one is noun errors with plural forms of noun count nouns. The second one is noun errors with singular and plural nouns. And the last one is noun errors that involving plural forms of numbers and measurement. So let's go into the first point. The first point is noun errors with plural forms of noun count nouns. So the definition of these noun errors is that it meant for some item that basically singular but being incorrectly given as a plural noun. So without explanation, this type of noun errors, we can do it with or without intention. So it just basically happen in our daily life or when we making some sentence or words. For the example, this one, some encyclopedias deal with specific fields such as music or philosophy and provide information on only those subjects. So the noun errors in this part is the word information. In information words in this example is using s, or we can say adding s in the ending of that word information. As we know, the word information, like what it was saying, the word information is an uncountable noun, so we cannot make it into a pluralized or a plural word. So the correct word is information without the s on the ending. Okay, let's move on into the second part. Noun errors with singular and plural nouns. So the definition of these noun errors, it is a word that may be incorrect because they are plural but should be singular, or the opposite, they are singular but should be plural. Just like the example we made in this PowerPoint, this flower is a yellow rose, and that type of word is a singular, and then we change it into the plural type. These flowers, we add the word as in the end of flowers, and then it will represent more than one flower in that word, are yellow roses. Just like the flowers, we add s also in the word rose, so it became roses and it will represent more than one rose. And then the next example is each contestant won a prize. It is a singular type of word, and then we change it into each of the contestants with the adding of word s, won a prize. So it is became a plural type of word because we add the word s in the end of the word contestants, and we also added the word of the after the word each, so it will represent more than one contestant on this sentence. Okay, let's move on into the last part, noun errors with involving plural forms of numbers and measurement. So the definition of these noun errors, it is a word that became error when we involving numbers plus measurement. Just like the example, the US president serves a maximum of 2 4-year terms. 4 years is incorrect because we add the word s in the end. Why? Because when we use it before a noun, then a number plus measurement should be singular. So the correct word for this sentence is 4 years, 4-year without the word s in the end. Then it would be singular because just like I explained, when we use it before a noun, then the numbers and measurement should be singular, not plural. Okay, thank you.
Hello, I am Syahna Maryam, and I would like to give some explanations for the practice questions upon noun phrases in grammar. And this is taken by two full examples. So in number one here, we have underlined, we have independence political of newspaper became a common feature in journalism in the United States from 1940 to 1950. Became and journalism. Now, in this question, we have to figure out which one is incorrect. So let's look back at the question. Now we have 1940 and 1950. No, 1840 and 1850. I believe that happened in the past. So became here as a verb in the past participle form is correct. So I think we can eliminate the option B because that is the correct answer. And then we also have journalism, a common feature in journalism and independence political. Now let's compare these two by the first one, independence political. In noun phrases, you have to have a word order for you to form a sentence, right? So the word order you have to firstly memorize by that is adjective, and noun. Now that is the first formula you typically see in noun phrases. Now do we have it in independence political? Let's see. Independence is a noun and political is an adjective. So it's backwards, right? I think it should be political independence, right? So I think the correct answer for this question is A, independence political. Now we can move on to the next question, which is oh, okay. Let's erase all of this. The second question is about countable nouns. Is this correct or not? Jokowi has spent a 2 years period of presidential term. Now, when we are talking about countable nouns, it is often that we see a number first. In this case, it's 2. And then we see what comes after that, right? We have here is noun, and this one is also noun. Based on the presentation given by my friend, when there are two nouns in a sentence and one of them is countable, then we don't need the letter S. So it is incorrect. And now we can move on to the next question, I guess. All right. Now this is the last question that we are going to answer. The blah 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 were very scared of the man in black pirate suit. I believe with the to be of were here, that means there are going to be a plural noun. And because to formulate a sentence, you need a subject and a verb. And what you have here is only were as a verb. So this must be a subject. Now, option A, B, C, and D are all subject. But do they, oh no, the option D is a adjective, right? Childish is an adjective. While child's, I don't think child's is a subject. I don't think it's a common, I don't think it's a proper plural noun, you know what I mean. So we can eliminate this one too. Now by word, that means there will be a plural noun, and the only option correct is children. So we can answer B for that. All right, thank you. That's all my presentation for the practice questions.